Hello friends, welcome to another video. Today's book review is Things You Won't Say by Sarah Pekkanen. I got this from my library, the Stephenville Public Library, Kindale Library. If you live in Newfoundland, you can check it out. It is one of the 12 books by 12 friends that I am reading this year. My friend's name who suggested it to me is Cassie. And I'm sorry, Cassie, but it is not my style of book. I kind of feel bad about that. But hey, I'm trying new things, right? It's a book I would never have picked up, never tried to read. And I probably won't read anything by this author again. She is an international best-selling author. I'm not saying she's a bad author. I'm saying she's not my style. It is contemporary fiction drama with some undertones of like life lessons kind of thing. I will read the little blurb. Every morning, as her husband Mike straps on his Sig Sauer and pulls on his heavy Magnum boots, Jamie Anderson tenses up. Then comes the call she has always dreaded. There has been a shooting at police headquarters. Mike isn't hurt, but his longtime partner is grievously injured. As weeks pass, Jamie realizes he is an invisible casualty of the attack. Then the phone rings again. Another shooting, but this time Mike has pulled the trigger. The shooting does more than just alter Jamie's world. It's about to change everything for two other women. Christy Simmons, Mike's flamboyant ex, sees the tragedy as an opportunity for a second chance with Mike. And Jamie's younger sister, Lou, must face her own losses to help her big sister who raised her. As the press descends and public cries of police brutality swell, Jamie tries desperately to hold together her family, even as she struggles with her own fears about what really happened to her husband during that dark, rainy day. In her characteristic exploration of true-to-life relationships, Sarah Pekkanen has written a complex, compelling, and open-hearted novel, her most timely and provocative yet. So, that's really what it is. The book is written in third person from the three main girls' points of view, Jamie, Christy, and Lou. And it travels back and forth between the three of them and their points of view on how things are going. We never hear from Mike or his best friend. We hear from them, but not from their point of view. It's got a lot of life lessons in it about dealing with young kids and dealing with family and trauma from a different perspective. Like, for one, dealing with trauma when it's someone you love who's been injured when his partner gets injured. And then dealing with the aftermath of when he was the one who was the shooter and how the public views that when you're really on the other side and you know the truth, but what everyone else in the public hears and skews the truth and all that stuff. How her family deals with it, how his ex deals with it. His ex is involved because they have a kid together. So Jamie and Mike have 3 kids, and Mike and Christy have one boy who obviously is all connected together. Like, Jamie raises her stepson just like one of her family. She's a very loving, caring mother. She tries her best to not alienate Christy, but with everything that's happening, all the stress, things happen. So I will be honest, and there was at least 3 or 4 moments when I did not want to finish this book. It almost went on my DNF list, but because it's one of those 12 books by 12 friends, I really wanted to read the whole thing, give it a chance, so I could give it a proper review, broaden my horizons with different genres. I am not a fan of drama. I hate those kind of movies where they use kick 'em when they're down humor and everyone's always having bad luck. And this book is a lot of bad luck, a lot of unhappy things, unhappy times, a lot of no proper communication going on, and that is not my jam. I can see it being very relatable to a lot of people who've had similar situations in their lives, not necessarily with being a cop per se, but like problems with your relationship, problems with your children, problems with your ex. The one absolutely thing that I loved about this book is the sister Lou. She reminds me of my own sister, where she doesn't seem to care that much about what anyone else thinks. She works at the zoo. She absolutely loves her animals. And yeah, she really reminded me a little bit of my older sister, who is a biologist and absolutely loves animals. Oh, and also Lou is a fantastic aunt. And so is my sister. Fantastic aunt. So, yeah, that was my favorite part of of the whole book. Now, there were parts that did feel predictable, but there were definitely some twists and surprises that I wasn't expecting. It was a happy ending for sure, and it was a good ending. It didn't cut off suddenly. It went by like 1 month later, and then 2 months later, as things progress and things start to get better for the whole family and everyone involved. Pretty much a happy ending in the end, which is what we all like to hear. I don't know who to compare it to because it is not my genre at all. Obviously, other Sarah Pekkanen books would be the same. Right here on the book, this bit here says a rising star for fans of Jennifer Weiner, and Emily Griffin. So if you know those authors, they obviously write very similar stuff to this. Now, the book in general is very well written, very descriptive. You could get immersed in it. It definitely gave me emotions of like sadness and despair and anger for the characters and the stress that they were going through. So I'll give it that. Yeah, good writing. Like I said, she's an internationally bestseller. Not my style at all. I would give it a 2.5 out of 5-star rating. Merely okay in my opinion. Great writing, but the plot or characters are uninteresting to me. I didn't really get that bit of it. Like, it's just a family tragedy story, and I don't like reading that stuff. I did finish it, but it's definitely a no reread for me, 100%. And I will probably never, ever pick up another Sarah Pekkanen book. Ever. I'm sorry, Cassie. You recommended it because it was one you really loved, but it's not my style at all. But I did give it a try. So, trying something new, right? Things You Won't Say by Sarah Pekkanen. Lots of life lessons. Lots of drama, if that's your thing. Anyway, I hope you guys all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video.